Hey guys, here again doing another conference, and we're going to be doing the Ubisoft conference. Phoenix is going to handle the EA and Nintendo, or he should be. So we'll go and get started. Ubisoft did a big montage right at the beginning, celebrating 25 years this year, which made me feel pretty old, but that just comes with age. First thing they announced was Rayman Origins. Now, I never really played Rayman, but I will be picking this up or at least renting it. Um, Beautiful cel-shaded graphics, the art, and the design of the background of the scenery was spectacular. Um, it just looks fun. It's a good platformer. It reminds me a lot of Donkey Kong with Diddy. Um, just looks hilarious, and these Ubisoft guys know how to create some good comedy. They actually had a portion where they actually had this Tetris music going on in the background, and ice sculptures of Tetris pieces were falling into lava, and you had to position yourself to jump and get to the next platform. Really cool. Then this dude, Mr. Caffeine, came out. Now, I will say, for all the conferences, this guy actually, motivated people to stay awake and to be interested in what Ubisoft was going to come out with. Now, I think last year they had Joel McHale, which I love him from the Soup and Community. So it was really good to see that they were trying to, you know, keep everybody alive. Then he said some funny stat about how 40% of gamers are women. I don't think that's true, but hey, who am I? And then he went right into Driver San Francisco. Now, a lot of people have been skeptical about this, saying it doesn't look that great. I am going to try it. I love Driver on the PS2 and even the PS1. I had a blast, even though it was just a Grand Theft Auto, cop out or whatever. Um, it looks good, and there's a new multiplayer which they didn't really show, but they just showed a cinematic trailer. Which, hey, whatever. What are you gonna do? Then they showed Far Cry 3 with the graphics. They actually showed gameplay demo. And the funny thing about Ubisoft's conference was G4 didn't have their sensors set up right. Uh, we heard every F-bomb that they did, and it was great. It's mature gamers. That's all it is. And this game looks intense. The whole thing was this psycho dude keep asking, you're Jason Brody, have I ever told you what the definition of insanity is? And it looks good. Good combat. There was a sick move where he actually ran up behind the guy, stabbed him in the chest, and then threw it right into the other guy, like quick motion Splinter Cell style, which is really badass. So that was really sweet. And then my favorite game came out, where this guy came out and started talking about Brothers in Arms, and I was a huge fan of Brothers in Arms. Any World War II game, I'm game for it. Just make it something interesting. I love history. But this one takes it to a new level where it's going to be called Brothers in Arms Furious 4. And to me, the whole trailer for it reminded me of the bar scene in Inglourious Bastards. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. They just do a massacre on all these Germans in a Nazi bar once they give up their cover. And there's 4 different guys. There's a guy from Texas, where he actually said, don't mess with Texas, and he has a pry iron of the Texas state symbol, and he actually branded it into a dude's forehead, kind of like in Inglourious Bastards, where they cut the Nazi symbol into their head. Then you had this dude, Spark, where he actually had a taser gun, tasered the nuts of a German officer. Watch the trailer if you guys get a chance. It's freaking hilarious. Let's see. Ubisoft. Next, they talked about Adventures of Tintin. Don't really know too much about Tintin, but the idea of having Spielberg and Peter Jackson, behind it made me feel like that was pretty cool. It didn't really show much. I don't know when it's coming out. And then I realized how old I'm getting, as this is the 10-year anniversary of Tom Clancy Ghost Recon, and they actually showed a firefight level, or some kind of level of Future Soldier with 4-player co-op. I'm digging that. That is some sweet stuff right there. The way that the interface is, and being able to see what all your party members are doing through the HUD, and even the little grids that they show whenever you throw a grenade, or if you're reloading ammo. It looks very impressive. I cannot wait for this game coming out in 2012. And then they talked about on the PC, Ghost Recon Online will be free for everyone, and that's going to be hopefully later on this spring, summer, they said, I believe. It looks good. Old style Ghost Recon. Can't go wrong. Free. Then they talked about Trackmania, which I don't know too much about Trackmania on the PC, so if you like Trackmania, they're throwing a whole slew of additional freedom to do stuff. And then Raving Rabbids came on for Kinect, and it's a party game. It looks like just like Raving Rabbids, so if you're a Rabbids fan, check it out. Just Dance 3 was announced, coming out in October. New songs, not my thing, so it's all good. Then they showed a trailer for Rocksmith with Dave Navarro and some other guitar legends talking about how you're actually going to learn how to play a real guitar, and the difficulty will not go up until you learn how to play what you're supposed to be playing with actual strings. Thought that was kind of cool, but I'm really curious to see what the price tag is going to be on that. My guess is going to be at least 200 to maybe 250. Then they talked about Your Shape on Kinect, another fit game. And then they showed Assassin's Creed Revelations, a pretty sweet trailer, some gameplay for it. Didn't even, I watched it. I never played Brotherhood, so I didn't really want to watch it all because I thought I'd be lost, which I kind of was. Comes out in November. And that was about it for Ubisoft. Now, it did last kind of long. I think it was about a 2-hour conference. I don't know. So that's Ubisoft. They did pretty good, showing some games. The one thing I'm really getting the vibe from with this E3 is a lot of the stuff is now being shown during these conferences, which kind of ticks me off because isn't that what you want to show on TV to the people that can't go is games that they're looking forward to instead of having to scope the internet and find stuff, but whatever. So that's Ubisoft. So I'm going to do Sony's right now, knock that out of the ballpark, and then get these uploaded. Talk to you guys later.